chat, what's your username? All right, welcome to the third. I know the name is Goku Arena. I didn't name the tournament like I should have. It was too late. But this is the third. I'm sorry. This is the third Michigan Junior online arena. And thank you for joining us in this live stream. Hey, one thing I gotta say that I never say, hey, YouTube channel, I'm gonna be having a lot of things. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe to this YouTube channel. And also Michigan Chess Association YouTube channel as well, because I run that chess channel. So make sure you support Michigan Chess Association. They support us in these times. All right, now let's get to the games. I hope you like that intro video. We have a chess boxer. Now what chess boxing is you play one round of chess and one round of boxing. Very tough sport there. And they say chess and boxing have similar aspects of similar strategy and similar aspects comparative to the different games or sports, as you may say. But today we have a special guest, Tyler Boer, who's playing with the kids in our online arena. Tyler Boer is a successful chess boxer, Tyler Boer. And Tyler Boer, I think he is, I have to go through the list to see which username he is, but he's playing with us today. We also have our first champion, AJS Chess, who won the first ever Michigan Junior Online Arena. Second champion was Super Samrat, I believe, who won the second one. And I think he won, no, this is number 3. So now this is number 3 for us in the Michigan Junior Online Arena. All right, so let's get to some of these games here. Right now we see off the rip, Super Samrat, number 2 seed versus the number 1 seed AJS Chess. Look at the record between them. Now that could be deceiving because there could be some berserks in there, which is hard to win, but I don't think these two berserk each other. They just go head up. And AJS Chess has won every game 3-0. Okay. All right, so we have Cornerstone is in the house. University of Detroit is in the house. I just got a message from the coach to make sure I get the names right. I said Walt Harris before. WJH3122 is Wallace Harris, talented player from the Cornerstone chess team, state champions actually, K6 state champions in 2020. And Wallace had a top 3 finish, I believe, in Michigan Junior Arena number 2. Yes, number 2, he had a top 3 finish. This is actually number 4, I believe. So I got to go back and see what we have. I think this is number 4, so I'm not so sure. But right now, this is the top game. It is, see, there's some double pawns here. AGS chess is the black pieces. So AGS decides to create some targets, I guess. Gonna be able to play C takes B4, and then bishop takes B4. Okay, Super Samrat first attacks the knight on D7. What's happening here? What's his plan? His plan might be knight C6. I don't know, maybe you could play, oh, he goes rook to A2, attacking the B2 pawn. I think black has the most pressure here, but the most likely result here, I think, should be a draw. Sure, I think black is a little bit better, more active rooks in this game, but the most likely result here is a draw, in my opinion. All right, so let's get back to these stuff off here. All right. So that is one of the top games going on at this moment. We did an hour and 10 minutes in this tournament here, just to give a little more time, just to see how this works out. 10 minutes can mean a lot in these types of tournaments. I just want to say hello to everyone that is watching this live stream. Thank you. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Comment. Be active. Now we're looking at, let's look at this game. Pevian Beavis. Pevian Beavis. Ooh, it already looks very bad. Pevian Beavis, who is 1506 versus Log B, who is 1657. Don't know who Log B is, but it looks like Log B is winning this game. He's up, looks like 2 pieces. So Log B should go ahead to win this game, being the higher rated player. Now Log B might be Tyler. Could be Tyler there. Log B. Okay. So it looks AJS and, oh wait, something just happened there. So Chess B player is Braylon Wilkes from the state champion Cast Tech chess team that have won 4 straight chess championships. Actually, in particular, I believe Braylon has won, he's a freshman at Cast Tech High School. And he's won at least 3 state championships, 1 in high school and 2 in middle school. Circus Master versus Chess Player B. This is going to be an interesting game here. Now, Circus Master is a Implodian from the Implodians Chess Club. She goes to Troy Baker Middle School. Her name is Nareda Albi. She's one of the top young women in her age in the whole country. And you see she's playing a London system here with white. And actually right now, okay, so now what chess B player did, he takes on d4, which is not actually the best move, because it's going to be hard for you to get room for your bishop. Now notice the bishop on c8, and notice how Circus Master takes advantage of the e5 square. Just remember this, guys, a pawn on e5, the castle king died, and immediately chess B player gets rid of the pawn on e5. I'm wondering, was there a moment? No, not yet. And here, she just holds that pawn, that square on e5 even more by playing queen e2. So we're just going to have a logjam there on e5. Now, she can't hold it anymore. But what she does instead is she attacks the weak h7 pawn. And she's not going to be able to hold it. I think she probably should have traded there. And now he gets e5 in and he frees his bishop, so he should be okay. And he can actually take over the initiative because of the space in the center. So this imbalance in this structure is hanging pawns. And what you want to do when you own those hanging pawns, of course, they give you space. So you want to avoid trading the minor pieces because it cramps the other person's position. But at this point, the minor pieces have been traded off. It's only 2 bishops left. And so what white wants to do is try to encourage black to move one of those hanging pawns forward. For instance, if e4 moves, then d4 is weak. If d4 moves, then e4 is weak. So if we can encourage one of those hanging pawns to move forward, then we could, we most likely will have an advantage here. So here what chess B player does is he does move one of those pawns forward. There's going to be an isolated pawn with, and this is actually going to be really good for white. Isolated pawn is not a bad thing. It's really good if there's many minor pieces on the board, because the isolated pawn can support those minor pieces in the game. And those minor pieces can go to better squares because of that isolated D pawn gives you more space. But if you trade off those minor pieces, now you can concentrate more on just attacking that weak d4 pawn. So now B player, chess B player, threatens a back rank checkmate. Now, I don't believe she really looked at this like she should have. Because after queen, we have what? We have queen to, but I guess g3, you're still okay. And here what's left is that B pawn. But now there's a checkmate threat. There is a checkmate threat. Oh, but then she trades off by taking the pawn. And what? I mean, this is how, now I think she should have probably there checked here. So she dropped that pawn, and I don't think that was the best move. Chess B player did, I don't know why he has such low time. I wonder if he tried to berserk Circus Master, which that wouldn't have been a smart thing to do because of her rating is pretty high to get berserk. But right now, chess B player has the 2 passers and it's looking good. And then what? Oh, wow. And Circus Master makes a quick move, loses the rook. And Circus Master, look at the time she had. She had 4 minutes and 45 seconds. And for her to make that move where she had no time trouble, that was not a good decision. So chess B player beats Circus Master, one of our top matchups. Narita Albies versus Braylon Wilkes. That is a 1400 player versus a 1900 player there. All right. Hello, everyone in the chat. Make sure that whoever's watching the live stream, share, subscribe to this channel. Want to say hello? Chess B player is #1. And then Aqua Dome Champ. I think this might be Tyler Boer here. Aqua Dome sounds like a fighting name. Shooty 7212. This is from Detroit City Chess Club. This is Khalil McGinnis. He is number 3. AJS Chess won his first game, but obviously it seems like he's only played one game so far. Little Almond, the future of the Implodians, is number 5. Chase, 101 captain, the captain of the state champion Cornerstone team, is number 7. Circus Master, who had a win the first time, but lost the second one, is 8. PVN Beavis, 11, is 9. And then Log B is number 10. Actually, I would like to give a shout out to everybody in the tournament that's playing now. Top Madhouse, Chess Master 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. Shout out to D-Daz from Canton, D-Daz 10. WJH 3122, third place finisher in one of the Michigan Junior online arenas. That is Wallace Harris from Cornerstone. Super Samrat. Now, he used to go to Troy, but just heard he moved to Iowa and moved away. But he is from Troy Bowling. Super Samrat has won a championship already. Major Oz had a third place finish yesterday. Young lady Sachi. I have something special coming up for Sachi soon. Just wait for it. But Sachi is from Holland. Dilly 789. And then C Jeezy is Caleb from University of Detroit. Shout out, Caleb. Thanks for joining the Michigan Junior Online Arena. Leon 1357 and Kid for Gray is Huey. What's up, Huey? Thanks for joining us here on the online arena, Michigan Junior Online Arena. We got a special guest today. For those of you who don't know, Tyler. He is a chess boxer. Now, what that is you box one round and then you play chess another. Hey, I just want to stick to playing chess. I don't want to do any boxing. I want to get my face punched in. But Tyler Boer is playing with us today. He boxes and he plays the game as well. Thank you, Tyler, for joining us today. Now, one of the marquee matchups here is AJS Chess versus Chess B Player. You talking about two 1900 top-rated players in the nation, and they both were freshmen this year. They both were freshmen. I actually believe that, I don't know what their live record is. This is the first time they played online, I think. But their live record, I think Chess B Player might have an edge over AJS Chess, which is Braylon Wilkes and Aiden Song. Right now, we see that Chess B Player still has struggles with the bishop on c8. He's right now attacking this Aiden's best bishop here that's on c2. Here, I will look at doing things like g4, trying to open up this line. I'm not going to worry so much about this. It makes sense for him to go, yes, that makes sense. Now you can look to go queen h6 and rook h3. I wonder if he's willing to play knight to... That's interesting. You have a knight to c5 move. Still, the bishop on c8 is very bad, but our bishop on f2 is not that great either. So he does play g4. And Chess B Player now is down a minute on the clock. So you guys can see. So after knight c5, you see we have, oh, so he's threatening to play g takes. Wow. Threatening to play g takes f5. And here, Chess B Player is doing a smart thing of trying to get this bishop into the game here. Maybe bishop to b5. Now, this is an interesting move. I wonder if he's threatening. Oh, he might be threatening. Rook takes d5, knight takes d5. Ah, that could be an excellent sacrifice there. Rook takes d5. But after rook takes d5, he doesn't have to take. He could play b4. Oh, it's very interesting. But AJS Chess has time to think about it. This is the advantage of time. Look how he's patient, using this extra time to make sure everything works. Maybe if you throw a little a3 in, maybe the rook takes d5 idea looks better. Maybe a3 could be played, but he chooses to take on f5 immediately. So he does go rook takes d5, but I was really concerned with the b4 move. But I guess b4 doesn't matter because rook takes c5. And so now this knight, oh, and then look, chess B player moves quickly and then gets his queen forked. Notice how Aiden is still looking to make sure that he doesn't miss any mates here. Yep, that's a free rook. That's a blunder. Wow, so Aiden should go and win this game. Time is important here. Now he's threatening a rook d1 check, but is he threatening it? He's not, because queen takes the d1 rook. So that's not a threat at all. And looks like now Aiden is threatening to just go rook takes g6 check and finish him off. That should be enough to finish him off with those two pawns. And there's checkmate. Oh man, Aiden Song, top 100 player, K3 champ, K5 champ, and K8 state champ, has won that game against Chess B player Braylon Wilkes, board number 2 for the cast technicians. What a game. I want to thank everybody again for joining this. We have something in the work. And next Monday, we're going to unleash the Michigan Cup tournament. Michigan Cup tournament is coming. Here, let's look at this game where Shooty has berserked Logby. Now, Logby is a 1655 player, and for him to get berserked at 1655, that's going to be a hard thing for White to do. I believe you have to have maybe 300 points rating difference to legitimately berserk someone. Okay, so we have a double attack on the d5 pawn plus a double attack on the e4 knight. Black has the bishop here. I like that move. Bishop to e5, and then probably this push. Oh, so he should have pushed here. I think I would have pushed e5 there. So these bishops are very strong in this position. Black controls the center. I can't see. And also log B is number 1. Who is log B? Wonder who is log B? Here away. Sorry, we're just checking out log B here. Log B has played 283 games. Can't really tell who Logby is here. But Logby right now is top scorer in this tournament. Especially, but I guess he just failed to number 2. see how this game started here. Trying to see is log B. D4. Sometimes I could tell by how they play. And this is giving me a Sharice Woods vibe. It's giving me a Sharice Woods vibe. I'm not sure. That's the vibe I'm getting. That is our women's state champion. She represented the country in India at the World Junior. Very talented, top 100 player. Shooty has 36 seconds and it's not looking good at all. You're talking about a rook on B1, bishop on C1. Oh man, look at the bishop that's on B3, locking down a D1 square, the rook on E8, threatening rook E1 check. This doesn't look like that berserk. That berserk decision is looking bad here. Now log B has 2 minutes to decide how to finish off. So now all she has to do is go queen h5 somehow. So for instance, if she played like queen to c5, which threatens bishop c2 and queen h5, I think it's resignation time. Queen c5 looks like the knockout blow. Because if queen takes b3, she made it. Queen takes b3, then queen to h5, game over. Game over. Log B. Wow. Good game from log B. And Shooty goes down there. Number 1 is Aqua Dome Champ. Please, guys, make sure that you... Guys, make sure that you tell me your real name so I can give you the proper shout out on the broadcast. Right now, I don't know who Aqua Dome Champ is, but Aqua Dome Champ is number 1. And Aqua Dome Champ has played 4 games, won every game, and now Aqua Dome Champ is on fire. Log B is on fire with 3 in a row. Actually, let's see log B. Wow, log B has beaten Chess Master 1. Okay. Log B is on fire. Lost to Aqua Dome Champ. Lost to Aqua Dome Champ there. Trying to figure out who are these players here. Oh no. All right, so Didas is coming up number 3. He's on fire with 3 in a row. He had 1 berserk. His second win was a berserk. Chess B player is number 4. He won 2 berserk games, but lost the last one. Shooty is number 5 on the first page. Full Empty Pajamas, that's Henry Billings from Woodlands. Circus Master, Narrator Albies. AGS Chess, the defending champion, or actually won the championship the first tournament. He has 4 points and played 2 games. He's number 8. Chase 101 Captain is on the first page. Good job. Little Almond is on the first page. The future of the Implodians. All right. We have someone that joined us. We had 22 before. Now we have 23. Welcome. Now let's look at Aqua Champ versus Circus Master. So this is Narrator Albies versus Aqua Champ, who I really don't know who it is just yet. But if I look at this game here, I'm guessing, I don't know who this is. Don't know who it is. But look at how Circus Master got rid of the bad bishop, which is what you should do when you have a bishop like that. Oh man, and she is trying to open up files. You know the weird thing? You can't allow Circus Master. So, okay, Aqua Champ seeing that there was a sacrifice coming. Ooh, wow. Oh, man. Oh, wow. Look at the sacrifice by Circus Master on Aqua Dome Champ. Ouch. Ooh. Ooh. Was that a Berserk game? Looks like it was a Berserk with Circus Master berserked Aqua Dome Champ. That takes a lot of guts because Aqua Dome Champ is number one. Number one in the tournament, and you get berserked by number 7 and you lose the game. To look at that attack. Rook sacrifice on H3. I mean, this was fantastic. Rook takes H3, then Queen E3. All you can do is block with the rook or the queen. Game over. Ouch. Ouch. Wow. So we go back to the tournament here. Circus Master, that probably knocked Aqua Dome Champ down a little bit. Nope, Aqua Dome Champ is still first place with 12. Log B is tied with 12. Look at Henry Billings from Woodlands on fire. 3 in a row. D-Daz from Canton still has a provisional rating of 1397, but has won 3 in a row. Circus Master helped her cause by winning her second Berserk game in a row. Gives her 8 points. Chess B player couldn't win his 3 in a row, but he's number 6. Shooty, AJS Chess, Chase 101, and Little Almond still in the top 10. Let's look. Full Empty Pajamas is now playing Aqua Dome, the top player. So we have a dragon here. Aqua Dome Champ playing a dragon. Notice what Full Empty Pajamas is doing. And one thing I know about Henry Billings is he's going to squeeze that space out of you. That's a good job by Black trying to trade pieces. If I know Henry Billings, he's not going to allow you to trade. He's going to squeeze you. Look at that. He's going to squeeze the space out of you. So I wonder if you could play a move like F5 and F4, trying to attack the space. Because if these 2 pawns are, if he's able to keep these 2 pawns here, there's going to be some problems. He plays E5, attacking the space, but at the same time making his bishop worse. Now the question is, should we allow the trade? Plays D5. Now this bishop isn't the best of bishops, but you have this good pawn chain here, controlling the center of the board. You want to control the center of the board anytime with any pieces that you have, but especially if you have white, you're guaranteed to have a space advantage or a development advantage with white because you go first. So and there's 2 different attitudes. When you have a development advantage and your opponent is down in development, your number 1 goal when you taking a development advantage, especially if the king is still in the center, is to open that position and be aggressive. Open a position and be aggressive in that type of position. When you have a space advantage, it's different. You have a space advantage, you want to avoid, usually you want to avoid trades, and you want to make small improvements because those 2 pawns in the center are occupying space. You're making me feel like I'm cramped. And if I keep feeling cramped, I'm bound to make a mistake. So that's what Henry Billings is doing now. He is squeezing Black as much as he can by using his space advantage. There's no bishop E6 because there's a D5 pawn. Black is doing a good job of attacking the space with F5, threatening knight F takes E4. But I will say, look at how he's playing. He's hitting that little spot there, D6. Every move is improvement. Now the queen blocks the bishop because of this. Now I don't want to go F takes E4 because white gets to go knight takes E4 and puts extra pressure on the pawn. Now what he needs to do is add the rook to the game. Maybe rook c1 or rook d1 that protects his space even more. Now this bishop is no future. This knight has no future, can't go to c6 because it's pawn on d6, d5. So he plays rook c1. This is squeezing play here. I'm surprised that Aquadome Champ is moving this fast. I might be looking, oh, so he did take here. Now what he might be looking at is playing rook takes f3 and then queen to h3. There is a knight f4 threat here. With the queen and the knight, that might be a sacrifice worth looking at. Nope, he's just steady trying to trade. He has two attackers on the d5 pawn. He wants to trade those pieces. Oh, knight takes d6 was played. He has faith in the pin. If you take this d5 pawn, there's a pin. Plus, there's also a knight takes e5 attacking the queen. Okay, that's a really good move. Of course, if I take this with the bishop, you can go rook takes, queen takes a5, and then queen takes d6. Oh, he does take with the bishop, which is, I think you should have just probably went queen a3 and kept the queen on that same diagonal, keeping the pressure. But maybe he sees after rook takes a5, there's a knight takes e5. I'm gonna tell you something. This kid, full empty pajamas, knows how to use a space advantage for sure. He might even be looking at going knight takes c8 and then d6 check. Man, this kid knows how to use a space advantage. Man, he has so many moves here. He can literally just take a pawn if he wanted to. I probably would take with the rook. Cause this knight on e5 is so good, I probably would take with the rook here. Oh, look at that. Now, I don't know about this move. Seem to have, I guess you got knight takes d5, but the queen will go to g4. But it still looks bad. I mean, the queen goes to g4. There's a knight takes c8. This is just bad for black. Hard to find any good moves. Queen g4. Oh, queen g4 actually, you can actually take. Oh, wow. So he decides to give the knight. Was I missing something? Hold on. Queen g4 saves the piece. Was I missing something? I don't know. But he gives up the knights. Now this is the perfect example of having a space advantage and squeezing, improving every piece, not being a rush to trade. When you have a space advantage, you want to avoid those trades until the right moment. And if you don't know if the right moment comes, you will know when it comes. And if you don't feel that, don't trade. Keep those pieces on the board. Oh, and now this queen looks like it's going to get skewered with bishop to c4. And that looks like game. Ouch. What a game from full empty pajamas, who's never finished in the top 3 yet. What a game. We have 20 minutes left. Or no, maybe we still have 30 minutes left. We have 30 minutes left in our arena. This game is over. Let's go to another game. Let's check the standings again. Thank you for everyone who's watching the live broadcast. If you don't know who I am Coach Wilson. Most of you do know me, but I'm Coach Wilson. I am the coach of the Cass Tech High School chess team. I'm the coach of the Roper School. I coach a lot of the kids in Troy. I coach some of the kids in the Novi schools. And I also coach at Charlotte Mason as well, plus the Derby Middle School. I just love coaching kids, and this is what I do for a living. Thank you for joining us. Everything is free that we're doing here. Until we get to the Michigan Cup. Michigan Cup, there's going to be a small fee for that, and I'll release those details when that comes out. But we have these tournaments during these times with the coronavirus going on, free every day. Why your kids after they get through with their online classes at school, hey, have them log on to these chess tournaments. Why not get better? When things go back to normal, your kid's gonna come out with chess muscles. They're gonna have extra rating added onto their rating because their practice. Talking about kids who playing at least 8 to 10 games a day. So how can you beat that type of practice on top of the practice that they might already have done during the day? So thank you for joining us here in the Michigan Junior Online Arena. All right. So Log B is still number 1. Log B has won 4 in a row. Circus Master's coming up number 2, and Circus Master has some gaps. Even though she has played 7 games, she has berserked some people. So it seems like she's going for the berserk route. And so when you berserk, you're going to lose some games, but then you gain more points for winning those games when you cut your time in half. So that's the berserk rule in this tournament. If I cut my time in half and I beat you, I get extra points if I win. But I also lose. If I lose, then I break my streak, and it's harder because I am down half the time, 5 minutes to 2:30. That's not an easy thing. So Aquadome Champ is still number 3. After that, the first loss from Full Empty Pajamas. Full Empty Pajamas has won 3 in a row and only played 4 games. Now look at the value of winning. So Full Empty Pajamas has berserked twice and then won that last game, and only 4 games and has accumulated 10 points and is in 4th place, compared to some who played 7 games. So this is there's different strategies to winning tournaments like this. So we have 30 minutes left. Shooty is number 5. D-Daz09. AJS Chess has won every game, but only have played 3 games. No berserks. So I wonder if AJS Chess is going to start berserking soon. Chase 101 Captain has won all 3 games. Chess B Player did 2 berserks, but lost that key 3rd game that would have gave him a streak. And Resonant Donkey. Who is Resonant Donkey? Come in with a 1937 rating. Came out of nowhere. Let's see. Who is Resonant Donkey? Hasn't beat anyone of significance just yet. Okay. But we see Resonant Donkey is a 1937 or 1884 Blitz player. So a pretty good player here. Resonant Donkey is in the top 10. All right, Circus Master and Log B. We got to watch this game. Number 1 versus number 2. So Circus Master is playing the B6 defense. Okay. Oh, and they're moving pretty fast. Looks like maybe they berserked each other. Right? And out of the opening, Circus Master is up a pawn. Out of the opening. Bishop D5. I don't know if I would have played that. It might have been a time to play D5. He plays D6. That makes sense. This bishop on C3 doesn't look like it's in the right spot. But I definitely wouldn't want to play C5 opening this bishop's diagonal. That bishop is not so good. I have a really interesting plan here. If I was black, I might play Queen C8 and then Queen B7, using the queen and the bishop's battery on this long diagonal. But here she plays C5, and now she's going to open up the bishop's diagonal where the bishop was a pretty poor piece before. And also, maybe she should have looked at bishop takes F3, damaging the pawn structure around the king here. That was also an option. But I will say, if anything, black is better. Bishop takes F3 was played. And then knight d5. Wow. So knight d5, you're threatening to take the, because there's a bishop here on the board. Now that move, well, queen takes, and I guess you can move your queen away to probably queen to g5 check. Queen g5 check. Oh, what's happening? Oh, okay. You had to move. I thought maybe queen g5 check and then rook d8. Now I would go back to queen to d2, putting pressure here. Now you have queen c7 check and then knight f6. So it's all about this structure here. If I can bring my knight to f4, I'm happy. Oh, but you can't. Knight h5, g6. Knight h5 stops the queen takes g7 threat. There's a queen takes f7, f6 threat, but that was stopped there. And hey, what is that doing? Knight takes g4. Wow. All you had to do was go knight takes g4. What is that? Wow. Knight takes g4. That would have just been good for Circus Master. And Circus Master, the problem with Circus Master I see is Circus Master moving fast when Circus Master has time. Remember, if you're up in time, don't move fast. If you're up in time, don't move fast. Oh, now see, that was a terrible move to make in 1 minute and 22 seconds. That made no sense at all. Now, log B has 5 seconds, and since it's a berserk, there's no increment. And, oh, you lose the queen, and that's checkmate in 2. All right, so lucky for Circus Master, but Circus Master tried her best to lose that game, but she beats the #1 player in this tournament. And let's see, will she flip-flop with the #1 player? She does. Now she has 19 points. There's 23 minutes left. Everything is close. Even #8, Resident Donkey, who's won 3 in a row, can actually catch Circus Master. With this much time left, everything is very close. AJS Chess has won every game, so has Chase Captain. They both have 12 points. DDoS lost his first, but won 4 straight. Aquadome Champ, who was first place earlier, has recovered from 2 straight losses. Full Empty Pajamas lost the first one, but has won 4 straight, but had 2 berserks to start it off, which gives him extra 2 points. Log B, who was first place for a while, has lost 2 in a row and has dropped to #2, while Circus Master is on fire, won 2 in a row with 2 berserks. Winning those berserk games mean a lot. Every point means a lot in this tournament. And now we have 25 total players here. Thank you everyone for joining the live chat. Please like, share, and subscribe. All right. So we're gonna, wait a minute, Circus. Woo, wow. I have to look at this game. What happened in this game here? Aquadome Champ goes against Circus Master and gets moose stomped. I mean, just tore up. What happened here? Oh, wow. Rook takes g2. And what? All she had to do was go queen takes h2. Maybe 1, but she wanted to be fancy. Wow. Golly, Circus Master steals a quick point from Aquadome Champ. Aquadome Champ is struggling. Is definitely on a bad streak here. Circus Master is now has 23 points. On fire. Next to her is Log B, who just won the game, who has 18 points. AJS Chess is playing Chase one-on-one captain, the captain of the state champion Cornerstone team, Chase Harris. Shout out to Chase Harris. And Chase Harris, hey, your king is in the center, Chase. You can't have that. Your king is in the center. How did this occur? So also, I'm going to give a little instruction as we go through these games. Oh yeah, so queen b6, probably not the best move, Chase, in this position here. Not at all. Queen b6, not good in that position. And here there is a, looks like there's going to be a checkmate here if you don't attend to this. Okay. There's a check here. And if you play f6, then there's a knight takes g6 check, which steals the rook. So this is going to be tough. Knight takes g6 is coming. Ouch. Now, I think you might as well take the knight and give the rook up because the queen is kind of out of play. This is looking like a victory for AJS Chess here. So we're going to go to another game. Chase, don't play queen b6 in that line. Not good here. You got to look up the London system on your engine, not on your engine, but one of your chess-based programs. Queen b6, not the best. All right, Super Samrat, man, I forgot about Super Samrat in this tournament. Yesterday's champion, he made the top 10. I forgot all about him. He wasn't in the top 10. Seems like he's had trouble putting together streaks. He lost the first one to Aiden, bounced back, but then lost again. Let's look at his record. So he lost to Aiden, beat Circus Master, but then he lost to Full Empty Pajamas. And then now he's been able to pick up a streak, and now he's playing Wallace Harris from Cornerstone. So Super Samrat is now he's on the first page, but with 19 minutes left, well, anything can happen, but he's probably going to start berserking to try to catch the leader. All right. Circus Master still up there, but Log B has 18 points, so not far behind Circus Master. D-Daz from Canton is on fire. Has won 5 in a row. AJS Chess has won every game, but AJS Chess has not berserked one time. So his strategy is just to win every game and not use a berserk. So he's on fire, and he's now number 4. This is the former champion, top 100 player in the nation, Aiden Song. Full Empty Pajamas had 4 in a row, but just lost his last game. Now Resident Donkey, he's berserked, and now Resident Donkey is number 5. Now I have to see who Resident Donkey is here. Now Resident Donkey has beaten SJ Checkmate, Chess Master, Spark 101, and Little Almond. Okay, all lower players, I must say, but Resident Donkey is on fire. He's berserking those players. Okay. And Aquadome Champ has been struggling. That was our former leader. Chase 101 Captain has been consistent in this top 10. Just had his first loss against AJS Chess. And in Major Oz, where have you been, Major Oz? Lost the first 3, but have won 4 in a row with 12 points. She finished 3rd place. Sachi from Holland. Now she's on the first page where she belongs. I'm going to give a shout out quickly to the second page. Usually I just announce the first page, but on the second page, we'll give a shout out to Shooty7212, Daz, D-Daz 10, Big Brother of D-Daz 9, Chess B player, Braylon Wilkes 1900. Looks like he has dropped out. Listen, if you're a high player and things don't go your way, keep going. Try to win. Don't drop out. Little Almond is on the second page. WJH3122, that's Wallace Harris. He has finished 3rd in top 3, has 1 top 3 finish. SJ Checkmate. Now, SJ Checkmate is Shelby. Shelby from Cornerstone is on the second page. Dilly Dilly 789. Don't know who that is. Chessmaster 1245. This is, don't know, PV and Beavis and Spark 101 on the second page. Let's get back to the game. Circus Master is still number one. Circus Master is playing AJS chess. Now, what a matchup this is. You talking about two of the best Implodians. It's that Implodian Chess Club that I coach. These are all my private students. These kids here, these two kids here, AJS Chess, Aiden versus Nareda. I don't think that's ever happened, but Nareda just made a mistake. Oh, she hung the rook. Her position wasn't bad at all. Actually, if we go back, is she